Boss sweetie, what it do, what it do, what it done. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. And if it's not your first time here, please like, subscribe, and enjoy the vibes. Welcome back to Kicking It with C, guys. I am really excited to film this video just because I'm glad that this thing is coming to an end. So welcome back to the final episode of Love and Healing in terms of what the last episodes have been, right? This episode shouldn't really be too in depth for anything. I just kind of want to wrap it up and then go into things I've learned and how I'm feeling. So obviously hopefully you watched the last one, you guys know what happened. And yeah, there's like a whole year, the whole of 2019 that I could speak about and I could go into detail about, but I promise you it's really just the same up and down, me feeling insecure, him sometimes reassuring me, him sometimes not, me wanting to date him, him wanting to date me. It all fucks out, like literally the same boring thing until pretty much the end of the year. And then around about September, things kind of started like coming back on par. Our communication was back, the vibes were flowing, and everything was super cool, super fine. The one big fight we had during December was like I threw a party and then he hooked up with some other girl at the party, but then cock blocked me when I was supposed to get with someone else at the party, and he did it intentionally, but like it is what it is. It's men, that's what they do. I'm not gonna fight him on it, but yeah. And then we had a great December. We had like our whole little friendship group, which was literally like family, and it was lots and lots of fun until obviously he lied to me about having a hun, basically, and I was just so done with him by this point, and I cut him off, moved to cities, everything was fine. Obviously I missed him a ton. We started chatting again, and he was so remorseful, so understanding, you know. He had really seemed like he had changed and become a new person, only for him to be the same dumb fuck that he was before, which I don't know what I was expecting. And yeah, at some point again we just stopped talking because he didn't want a friendship with me, I didn't want a friendship with him, and he just wasn't willing to treat me like I was human, and I'm not gonna let him treat me like I'm subhuman creature. So we don't talk anymore. He's still friends with some of my friends. It is what it is. I guess I'm still friends with like one or two of his mates. That is what it is. And we keep it moving. Whatever he's going through, I wish him the best. I mean, he was like my best friend for 3 years. Obviously I miss him a ton, and I can acknowledge and admit that he did a lot of shitty things to me, but he's not a shit person. He's a really great person, and I wish him all the best moving forward. Yeah, it's been a bit of an adjustment. It kind of sucks, but all of the anger is gone, and I only have this channel to thank for that. And I'm really grateful for everyone who's been on this journey with me, everyone who's watched these videos and this segment, because I wouldn't have been able to do it without having people to create this content for. Yeah, just feeling like my usual wholesome self. Not really angry at him anymore. I think I've forgiven him for myself, and it's not like he cares much anyway, so there's no point in me being angry at him because it probably won't affect him at all. So I had to forgive him for me and for myself to move forward, and that's exactly what has happened. Things I've learned from this whole thing, because that's the point of this video: you are enough, you are worthy. Forget what anyone else says. When you doing your thing and you want to work on yourself, you want to improve yourself, or you just want to live life, like, do it for you, because you are worthy and people will fuck around with you regardless. So you need to love yourself enough to be like, I don't deserve this, I'm not standing for this shit. You know, someone once said to me, you know, I came in this world alone, I'm gonna leave alone. And I was like, that's such a toxic way to live your life. And to an extent I still have that same opinion, because I believe you should be able to rely on people. People should reciprocate what you give. Like, my life would not be anything without my friends and family. But the fact of the matter is, I came in alone, I'm leaving alone. I have to be content with who I am. The whole world can love me, but if I hate myself, it's pretty much useless. So that's lesson 1. Lesson 2 is that, you know, you deserve to be loved. Everyone deserves to be loved, and there's going to be someone who finds him and he's going to be in a better place, and their relationship's going to be amazing. There's going to be someone that finds me and I'm going to be in a better place, and my relationship with that person's going to be amazing. And like, it is no secret that I have been fucked over a number of times by a number of men. Most of them are Zulu and light skinny. Yes, that is the truth. But you deserve to be loved, and you deserve to be able to love others and to give people your love. And, you know, if someone's going to take your love and not appreciate it, fuck them, mate. Move on and go find someone who will appreciate it. And that's kind of just how life moves. I've also learned it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be upset when someone treats you wrong. You know, like, you don't always have to be the bigger person. You don't always have to be emotionless in your arguments. It's okay to feel, and it's okay to be like to someone, listen, what you're doing is super fucked up and it pisses me the fuck off. Will I ever tell him that? No. Why? Because I think he knows. If there's anyone that knows me like the back of their hand, it's him. So I think he knows exactly how I'm feeling without me having to tell him. And if he watches these, shout out, my nigga. Yeah, it's okay to be angry, and you are allowed to be angry for as long as you want. You're allowed to be angry, stop being angry, and get angry again. It's human. Like, you are allowed to do whatever the fuck you need to do to heal and to process and to move on. And that person doesn't get to come in and tell you what you must and must not do. Like, often the person who's like in the wrong will come and be like, oh, but why are you angry? Because I'm allowed to be. Like, that's just it. So that is a big thing that I've learned. I'm allowed to feel. I'm allowed to be sad. I'm allowed to cry. Like, I'm allowed to have off days, you know, and people must just fucking accept it. And if you don't want, hey, the door, find it, go, leave me alone, bye-bye, see you later. I've also learned that, like, we have so much more strength than we think we do. There have been countless days for me where I've woken up and I've been like, this is it, this is done, I can't get over this thing, I just needed to disappear. And like, look, years later, days later, weeks later, like, I'm still here. I've overcome certain things. Yes, they're new battles, but like, it all just makes you stronger. You have a lot more strength than you think. But it's also okay to not want to be strong, and to lean on people and to have a support structure. You know, I'm very guilty of wanting to go through everything by myself, deal with it by myself, heal by myself. And my friends were like, bitch, that should not happen in here. So like, you know, I have people. I have the most amazing support structure. Find yourself friends and a circle that is going to support you, love you, and accept how you do things, you know, but will also call you out when you're wrong. I've also learned that it's okay to be wrong. I hate being wrong. I'm very prideful, and I hate being wrong and saying sorry for me. Sometimes when I know I'm wrong straight out, I'll be like, look, mate, like, I'm sorry. I'll sincerely apologize. But sometimes when I'm like, no, I'm not wrong, you're just fucking being stupid or sensitive or whatever, then I'll just, you know. And I've learned it's okay to be wrong, you know. Yes, I've been hurt by this whole thing in a certain way, but I don't know how he's been affected. I don't know if I had any negative traits that have affected him. I don't know if I was toxic towards him, you know. And it's okay to be wrong. There are definitely situations I think back on now where I'm like, you know what, see, you could have done that a little different. But it is what it is. Like, it happened, I was wrong. With him, I always apologize, so he taught me that lesson. But if there's anything that I've done to him, like, obviously I'm sincerely sorry, and I hope that it doesn't affect him in a huge astronomical way that affects the rest of his life. Like, I only wish to have been a positive influence and sphere in his world. So yeah, it's okay to be wrong. Just apologize and do better when you are wrong. Ooh, look at the red flags. I am so guilty of ignoring red flags. I'll see it and I'm like, that's a red flag. Oh wait, but there's a butterfly. It's the dumbest thing. Glove them, hey? And when you glove them, honestly, like, just cut. Like, there's no reason for you to be tolerant, because you are the bomb digid. You are the shit. So if you see red flags, there's no reason for you to be like, oh, but like, no, dip, mate, dip out of there, get out of there, leave, okay? Also, follow your gut, Your gut is never wrong. My gut has never gotten me anywhere wrong. Every time I've ignored that thing, I've ended up in shit, in gut, in a mess. Follow your gut. If your gut says something's fishy here, something's fishy. If your gut says this man's cheating, that man is cheating. If your gut says that woman is cheating, that woman is cheating. Like, your intuition will likely never be wrong. In my 19 years of life, my intuition has never been wrong. And you know what the thing with people is they'll make you think you're crazy. Then you'll think your intuition isn't reliable. And then you're going to say, I can't trust this thing. Only for in 10 years, you look back and you're like, so that motherfucker was really cheating on me. Like, trust your intuition from the jump when it tells you to dip. There is nothing more painful than knowing you must dip and staying to try to prove everyone wrong. And then in the end, they all proved you wrong. They all proved that you should have left. That is the worst thing. Next lesson, never downgrade, never settle. Like I said, you're the bum digidi. There's no reason for you to settle. There's no reason for you to downgrade. There's absolutely no reason. Remember, everyone has their own type of thing that they like, right? So if you feel like you're settling for that person, dip. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with that person. It doesn't mean you have too much of high standards or whatever. It just means that person's not for you. And that person will be for someone. That someone's just not you, and that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Like, it is okay to not want someone. It's okay to not think someone is the most attractive person. It is okay to not be sexually attracted to someone. Because the same way you feel that about someone, people feel that about you. It's okay. You just don't be rude about it. Don't be a dick about it. And then it's fine. Like, I can honestly be like, listen, I don't like short guys. And people can drag me all they want. But like, I'm almost 6 foot. I don't want to date a guy who's 5'10". I don't, if I'm being honest. And it's just not my thing. But there are tall females who don't mind dating people shorter than them. And that's what I'm saying. It's all right. The universe and God and our ancestors and whatever you believe in, they have all worked in conjunction to make sure that everyone has their person. So it's all right to have standards, to have expectations and all of that stuff. Just be okay with people also having that type of thing towards you, and you'll be fine. It's also okay for you to be attracted to someone and not everyone else is attracted to him. Like, I was very attracted to this gent and all my friends were like, what the fuck? And what's that song where it goes, what the fuck, on TikTok? But like, they weren't attracted to him. They're like, bro, you too hot for this gent. I was fine where I was. It's okay. They didn't need to be attracted to him. He was not for them. He was for me. I think those are the biggest lessons I've learned from this whole thing. And, you know, it hasn't changed my view on love. It's made me more cautious, yes. I've learned some things like your talking stage should not be a few days. Like, you should not become mutually exclusive with someone in 2 days. You should maybe drag it out a little bit. But like, those are just like my preferences of how I want to do things now. I believe in love now more than ever, because after all of this and all this anger and all this stuff, I can still sit down and be like, you know what, we had a great run. He's an amazing person and I wish him the best. Like, if anything ever happened to him, God knows I would be there. And I don't regret anything. I don't regret having stayed with him when my friends told me to leave. Like, I'm healing from it, and it was my choice or mistake or whatever you want to view it as to make, and it's happened now, and I've grown a shit ton from it, and I'm grateful. So yeah, love still exists. Live and let learn. Is it live and let loose? I don't know which one it is, but apply both of them to your lives. Don't be afraid to go into things because of what past niggas have done to you, or past hands, or, you know, past people. Just do you. But love and light to everyone. If anyone ever needs someone to talk to, I'm here. And I just hope everyone eventually finds their person, keeps it moving, and just flourishes. So yeah, check you guys. Bye.